Hello, divine creators. Welcome to the Mela Universe. Thank you so much for joining us. Let us see what is available at this time, beautiful beings. Let us see what is coming through. Some guidance we are receiving from the unknown for you at this time. For each and every one of you to assist you through this transformation, through this transition, in you navigating these brand new energies which you are getting accustomed to, this brand new way of creating, this brand new way of experiencing the physical through source and as source. We're receiving, this is what's coming up ahead. You are all wondering, goodness source, what is the point? We're doing all this work and we know we are faith and we do believe, and yet it is really feeling quite, unknown. And Source is saying, yes, you've done the work, you're doing the work beautifully, and we can now give you a bit of a glimpse of what's to come, not in a fixed way which defines it, but in a way which allows you an understanding. An understanding which doesn't limit but allows a ease and clarity. Freedom. You are all learning how to release yourself from the bindings and the ways of the illusion in your everyday physical experiences, in your everyday goings and happenings. The way in which you are behaving, the way in which you are expressing yourself, the way in which you are responding is now as source, is now as your authentic frequency. And whenever you try to accommodate someone, whenever you try to, people please, or whenever you go against this feeling of knowing in order just to appease someone, compromising on your integrity and your truth, it just feels off. It no longer feels okay to do so. It feels unaligned. It just doesn't feel like a good thing to do. It doesn't feel exciting. It doesn't feel fun. It feels like unwanted experience and unwanted energy. You're no longer manifesting the opposing frequencies within that disruptive and suffering kind of energy of the illusion. You are simply experiencing, even if it's a disruption, even if it is uncomfortable, the way you're experiencing it now is more in an observation of how you feel about the situation, or how it makes you feel, or how it affects you in a way, so that you are understanding, oh, actually, this is not where I want to be. And as you just keep allowing yourself to be source in all these experiences, it allows you to come to the freedom. And source is saying, trust, soon you will feel free again. You won't feel that you are in these situations you can't escape, in these physical ways of being you can't escape, in these physical responsibilities you seem to not be able to release. Source is saying, oh yes, you are releasing it, but remember, you're also here as a healer. We came here to integrate and to download and anchor in our frequencies into this earth energy. So yes, you are going to be free in the physical as you know and as you feel you are to be. But to get there, the path of getting there, that is what you are learning, that is what you're experiencing, and that is what you're integrating, and that is what you are healing. You did this in the cocoon as you healed the shadow, the spirit. Now you're doing this in the light, in the physical, healing the masculine energy. So yes, you're finding yourself in these unknown experiences, and it seems busy and seems chaotic for some of you. It seems quite high energy, sometimes frantic. Some of you in just really uncomfortable situations, some of you in unwanted situations, some of you having bumps, while some of you maybe have complete absence of excitement. You're feeling numb, you're feeling dull, some of you just recurring cycles. Or wherever you find yourself, even if it's maybe some of you just in very everyday blissful experiences, and as much as you're grateful, you just expected more from the work you've done. And Source is saying, wherever you find yourself, be Source. Just be Source. Don't react in the human way where you have assigned emotions. Oh, this event is happening, it's stressful. Or this event is happening, it's this. Don't decide because the event is perhaps an unwanted experience that it's bad or it's whatever, negative. It's just an experience which has manifest before you in order for you to see where you still disallow yourself freedom, where you are still creating through the illusion, through the people pleasing, through the absence of you. And you're going to feel it so quickly, you'll feel it so suddenly that it doesn't agree with you to create in that space. And you will now find yourself beautifully, with courage and strength, allowing yourself to be Source in these experiences, and rather trusting the universe to show, rather trusting the Source within you and how it manifests to be that which you are, to show you who you are. You're discovering the Source you are by adding your Source frequency to the situation. So it's a healing to freedom. It truly is. You are now the butterfly, fully awakened as the butterfly. So now every single way of the caterpillar that is still with you in any way, in any experience, in any measure, even if it's just you thought it was a kind gesture to keep someone or an energy around, or a kind gesture to keep doing a certain thing, and yet your Source is showing you actually that's not aligned to you, so stop doing it. Even though maybe people praise you for it, even though maybe people think it's a good thing, it's not what you truly want to do. You're doing it for other people. Stop doing it. You are literally stopping to do things for other people, other people's expectations, other people's anything. And you are experiencing this. You are having an education on how you keep on defaulting back to illusion ways to resolve situations, as opposed to you just trusting the Source way you are feeling is at ease, even though it might cause more disruption the way you are doing it, because you're no longer appeasing people, you're no longer taking people's emotions into account, in the sense that you're not reckless and trying to harm people, but the truth is the truth, and how they are going to respond to the truth, well, that's their own way. How they emotionally react to it, that's their own learning. You're no longer taking responsibility by making yourself palatable. You're no longer taking responsibility of their emotional reaction or what they receive from you. You are allowing yourself to be Source, and allowing them to receive you, the situation to receive you, the experience to receive you as Source. And this is showing you a different way in which the situations and experiences manifest, and it allows to your freedom. So the outcome is freedom. You finally just being free without having all these human tethers, all these human ways. Yes, community is important because it allows you to feel that oneness. You are learning that community isn't this birth energy you're birthed into, or these human-made structures of community or human-made ideas of community. You're understanding that every single being in existence, every single human on this planet, every single being that ever is your community, is your family, is that soul connection, is for everybody, is Source. It's just that some beings do not operate from Source and others operate as Source. And you're no longer deciding, but rather you're allowing resonance to be the key to your co-creative energy. So when that frequency, whoever that is, when that experience is a resonant experience for you, it means that it awakens your Source. So when you step into that experience as Source, you allow it to awaken that experience as Source, and it provides a totally different feedback, a totally different physical manifesting, a totally different result that now allows you freedom and ease and joy, irrespective of how maybe others might be experiencing it. And because it's through source, it is the highest frequency for all. So those who are not doing the source work, yes, they will experience the repercussions of not doing the energy work. Everybody involved who is doing the work, well, you experience all the results and repercussions of that, which is generally the reward and the good feedback energy, the positive, for you've done, that's the energy you're putting out, right? So it's you no longer holding back as source in any situation. That is the outcome. That is why you are doing this. That is what is coming up ahead. You are going to experience divine freedom as you release yourself completely from conditioned ways in the physical realm. Oh, there's a card. There you go. Retours catars. At the center, the Four of Cups. You're ready to receive. You're like, Source, I am ready to receive the results and the resources. We're ready to receive the new manifestations. We're ready. And Source is saying, yes, we know you are a butterfly, but even in your butterfly state, where you are ready to receive your butterfly ways, look at all the attachments you are still keeping. Look at all the behavioral patterns you are still keeping. Look at all the connections and the, the links and the vibrational attachments, the codependencies you're still keeping, because that doesn't allow the new energy you want to come in. Look at everything that still keeps you crawling on the branches amongst the caterpillars as a butterfly. All the things that do not allow you to spread your wings and actually fly into a whole new way of being. And no matter how loving or well-meaning it was for you to keep the connection or the experience, it no longer is of your frequencies, it's no longer resonant. So let it go, no matter how it may appear to other people. You are asked to release, and release the how. Release how, when you are source, how it's going to work out. You are to discover it. Within the Ace of Cups, yes, it's time that you discover what it means when you receive all of you, create from all of you, when you allow yourself to be tended to, when you allow yourself to be source. There's a bird energy, freedom. When you freely allow yourself to recharge, to receive, to be replenished, to be full, this is what you are receiving. These are the kinds of cups you are to receive from Source. The fullness of you, the wholeness of you in all situations. And it is unique to you and your frequency. So yes, others might not agree with you, others might not enjoy what you are doing, might not enjoy the way that you are concluding, might not enjoy the way that you are approaching things, and that's okay. You are healing your frequency to authentic truth. You are adding a new way of weaving, a new way of solving situations, a new way of experiencing, a new way of behaving, of being, of holding space as Source, not as human conditioned with human conditions and expectations. And it's powerful. You are learning very powerful lessons right now. Yes, and look, ease without. You will come to a place of ease. You will come to a place of ease. Source is saying right now, we are saying be Source and receive a whole new way of experiencing the situation, a way that allows you to receive everything as Source, Thus, you finally are at ease in the physical because you're at ease with yourself being source in all spaces. Thus, you're at ease without in the physical. And everything works at ease, everything works at fullness, everything works within the alignment of you. Double four on the floor, grounding, grounding, fair, balanced, whole, solid foundation as you are now creating through your divine source frequency, and you're allowing yourself to receive from that space completely at ease with you. And look, Queen of Swords, absolute authentic creation without any hesitation, without any wavering. This is how you are asked to be in the physical. Without and below, you're at ease with your authentic frequency, with the way that you are being, no matter how others might disagree with you or might perceive you. You are no longer doing things to appease humans or in an expected human way. Oh, but you're my family, so it's expected for you to do this. Oh, but you're this person in my life, so you're expected just to do that. Oh, but then because I'm related like this, it means that I have... No, you are no longer letting human binds, traditions, cultures, anything from this physical programming to define how you be in each and every single moment. You're allowing how you authentically feel as source to be how you are expressing yourself and allowing yourself that ease. This is the lesson, and as you do that, it results with you being at ease in the physical, in your truth. So this is you no longer feeling guilty, no longer feeling like the bad person, no longer feeling like you are uncaring or whatever it is, or selfish. You are saying, oh no, I am simply following what feels like source, the source within me, and it doesn't at all look like how humans have been told to behave, and that's okay. I no longer now create as humans are expected to behave, or as tradition or culture or other people's beliefs decide is a good way for me to be or express or to respond. No, thank you. In this and every single situation, I express myself as source, and I release the guilt of doing so. I release the guilt about how I feel about that. I am not this emotional person now just siding with you and being miserable with you, or being angry with you, or no, we are just in the space as source, and we have compassion and we can feel what you're going through. We are simply not becoming it. We are not joining you in your vibration. We're remaining in our vibration, and we are adding our vibration as source to the equation, and we're allowing that to be how this pans out. Us in our truth as source, with our needs and well-being met at all times, and we're allowing that to be what we receive in the physical as the solutions, as anything we need, and we're at ease and at peace with how we be as source. So you're coming to this great ease of your unique preferences, your unique way of being, your unique way of creating, and understanding that it is based through source, so it doesn't have the intention to harm or hurt, and you do not harm or hurt yourself or anyone. It is through truth, and for some people the true creation through that might not be the best experiencing for them, but that's okay, because should they create through source, it would be. It's the time for them to learn, not for you to adjust, for them to always have it their way. You are finally allowing source's way to be. And crowning, releasing the Ten of Swords. You are finally releasing the illusion, because you're coming to freedom. You are really seeing the ways in which you still undervalue yourself, the ways in which you still perceive yourself as not good enough, as not allowed, as as not accepted, unaccepted, and rejected. You are no longer allowing that. You are really being shown, hey, this is still the attachments of the illusion, the ways of thinking, your ways of thinking, your ways of operating, your binds, and the co-creative contracts you still have going on, which do not serve you. And so yes, it feels like it's quite a hectic, rough situation you're going through for some of you, but it isn't. It is simply saying, hey, wow, remember, we're in the 2024 frequency mastery as within without, and this is what you are literally manifesting, or you are still co-creating, or you are still hanging on to. So some of the experiences you're receiving, is not that you are manifesting them yourself. It's, oh, remember that connection you still have. Well, because you still have the connection with your frequency, this is what it's actually bringing. So you are literally seeing the effect of all the connections, of all the ways of being which are in the illusion, and how it affects you now. And you are no longer reactive. You're simply thinking, oh, not this again. And you're wondering, how did this come again? Or okay, I thought I would feel different here, but I actually don't feel like I want to do that. And you're just understanding, oh, so I thought it was a good idea to keep that going, but actually it feels really off, and I have to release the situation. And maybe the person won't understand, or the people won't understand, and it's okay, but I need to really honor how I feel, and I need to honor the frequency, and that is what I'm going to do now. And you're finally really cleansing and purging in order for you to take those first beautiful steps out of the hustle and the bustle of the illusion, and taking flight into the new clarity of you. And beneath the deck, look, the Knight of Swords. Yes, you are really receiving great understanding and great education right now. A great education and a great perception shift and understanding and knowledge and wisdom from your source about you, from the physical about you, as you allow yourself to be source. And because you are source, so you are literally navigating this physical as source, and you're responding to situations as source. And as you're doing so, you are feeling differently about things you used to feel a specific way or a certain way. And people are also surprised to see you behaving in a different way than they had expected you to behave. But you are just honoring what feels like source, and by doing that, you are learning, finally learning about what and who your source is, what you truly enjoy, what you truly do not enjoy, what you truly want out of life, what you truly want to do with your life, what you truly are, who you are, your likes, your dislikes, your wants, your dreams, your desires. You are literally discovering yourself through the physical as you allow yourself to be source. And this is to allow freedom and clarity of you completely. So beautiful beings, know that yes, 2024 started off with quite a bang, with a lot of movement, a lot of bustle, just a lot of energy. But no, this isn't happening because you've done something wrong or because things are not working out. Oh no, you have simply evolved to such a high frequency that anything that isn't aligned with where you are now is being shown to you, exacting as within, without pinpoint manifestation, without delay. Everywhere you are right now, where you are, what resonates with where you are is being shown to you absolute directly, within feeling, within understanding, within physical interaction, within every way of you navigating your physical realm. And this is for you now as source to experience, oh, okay, when I was in the illusion, I was actually comfortable with this, but now as source, I don't like this. And you're okay with you not liking this, and you no longer feel guilty for no longer liking it, and you allow yourself to release it, and that's okay, and you move on. And this is this final clearing, which could only be done once you were the butterfly. You could only really see all the lingering information of the caterpillar when you are now the butterfly, because now it sticks out like a sore thumb. And you are now to allow yourself to release it by being the butterfly in each and every single situation. We love you greatly. Blessed be.